saying, Jake, really? 2 years in the Philippines, and I've been living down the hall from them, thinking I got this thing locked down. And you write a song out of a 5-line email from Alex. Thank you for that. Seriously though, I would like to take a moment to welcome all of you guys and thank you for coming and invite someone to please refill my mother's wine glass before I get too far into this toast. When Molly and I were younger, and this won't come as a shock to anyone, my mom used to leave us lots of Post-it notes around the house. It was like waking up to a scavenger hunt every single morning, except instead of finding candy, we would find demands. We'd walk into the bathroom and there'd be a Post-it note on the mirror that would say something like, clean this up, because the cleaning lady's coming today. You'd go downstairs and there would be one on the banister, one on the kitchen counter, a note in the crock pot telling us to turn the crock pot on. When we moved out of the house, the notes didn't stop, the delivery method just changed a little bit. Thanks to technology for this. Post-its became text messages, followed by calls, cell and direct line, followed by a reminder email, and then a text to confirm that we got the email. But when she really means business, she still writes. Jake alluded to this in his toast. Last week I received the following card in the mail. Maggie, how's your toast coming along? Smiley face. I feel it's important to note that she actually drew a smiley face here. Remember, 3 minutes is ideal. Love you, Mom. When I told one of my friends about this, he said, you mean someone actually got in a car and drove that to you? She's keeping the USPS in business, guys. Mom, you'd think you would have learned by now, these things only get done when you address the notes to Molly. Molly and I were 9 and 7 when we heard our very first wedding toast. And it was for our aunt and uncle, Gary and Angela. And in it, our Uncle Gary's best man said that he could remember growing up with my uncle, playing around with kids, talking about their dream women and who they were going to marry when they grew up. And he knew that Gary and Angela were meant to be because she was the exact person that Gary had described. They were quite literally a perfect match. Alex? Molly never did that. A lot of little girls, and apparently a lot of little boys, sorry, Uncle Gary, imagine their wedding day. But I really don't remember my sister dressing up in a white dress or describing her dream man. So, when our dad took me golfing for the first time, the Mitchell family equivalent of a bar mitzvah, I started thinking, love that, Dad, didn't you? I started thinking you might be here to stay, and wondered how I could be sure that you two were meant to be. So for years, I've been hearing these insane excuses from my sister for why she wouldn't go out with a guy a second time. Things like, the restaurant he picked was too trendy, he was too smooth, or my favorite, and you know when someone's just too good looking? For the record, still no. These are problems that I don't have. So, thinking back on it, I have to say that I knew you two were meant to be when she agreed to the second date. Alex, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it seems you are the perfect amount of trendy, smooth, and good-looking. Although, after that move on the dance floor tonight, I don't know about the smooth part. My sister didn't go on many second dates because she thought they were a waste of time. And I never knew what she meant until I saw her with you. When other little girls were playing dress-up and dreaming about weddings, Molly was, well, she was reading a lot, but she was also dreaming about having a fulfilling career, learning to cook, and one day running a marathon. And I don't think that it's any coincidence that when she met you, all of these dreams were realized. She may not have imagined a life with you, but you have helped make possible the life she imagined, and for that, my parents and I thank you. Molly, I am grateful for every day that you're in my life and in my building because you cook me dinner a lot. Without you, I would have never made it to the accelerated reading group in grade school or the accelerated social group in high school. You have been the best example a little sister could ask for. Thank you for teaching me it's not cool to be the drunkest person in a room. And that listening to Wilson Phillips in a car with the windows down can fix almost anything. Thank you for forcing me to go to that one day of cross-country practice in the middle of August and solidifying my lifelong hatred of running. I'm actually so really mad about that, but my knees will thank you in 30 years. Thank you for being so damn good at everything. A lifetime of trying to live up to you has made me a better person. In closing, I'd like to quote a well-known 20th century poet whose writing was one of the first things our father ever shared with us. And it really sums up exactly how I feel about the two of you. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.